You're the first one.
Really?
Yeah, you're my first one.
Let's go. I'm stoked about that.
Well, everybody, our first up is Joshua Weissman. Hello, Joshua. How are you?
I'm fantastic, my man. Thank you for having me on here.
Absolutely. Welcome to our virtual red carpet at the Streamy Awards. Now, you are nominated tonight for food and cooking. How are you feeling about that?
I mean, it's a dream come true. I would never have expected it, you know? A year ago, I just quit my job. So the fact that I'm up for a Streamy right now is pretty amazing.
That's amazing.
Surreal.
So have you cooked your entire life? Like, what was your job before this?
So I worked in restaurants before this. I worked at a bunch of fine dining restaurants. You know, the classic, like clean pots and pans and chefs yelling at you and throwing stuff at you. It's a lifestyle that you kind of grow accustomed to. And in a weird way, I kind of miss it. The yelling just a little bit. Is that weird? I don't know.
That's normal.
Yeah, a little bit. You know, you missed a fast-paced environment, but that's where I came from. And yeah, I mean, I've been cooking since I was probably 4 or 5. That's when I first started. And then once I was 10 and my mom was like, all right, you can use a knife now. And I started getting into it. That's when I was like, yeah, this is my thing. And I've been doing it ever since. Yeah. Very, very long-term thing.
So did you go to culinary school or you were just like, no, I know how to cook. I can do this?
I mean, to be honest with you, basically that is what happened. The second choice. I got to a point where I'd been doing it so long, I was ready to go to like a restaurant and try it out. And, you know, my parents were like, maybe you should go to college. Maybe you should go to culinary school. And I was like, no, thank you. And then I moved out and started cooking in restaurants. And yeah, I mean, I for a long time had no money, but it was definitely worth it. I don't regret it at all.
I mean, look at you now. You took a chance on your own dreams and aspirations, and now you're nominated for a Streamy. Now, I think probably the pandemic of it all has probably helped you be able to create more, because I know for some of us, it was hard for us to create content because of, you know, the different things that we do, especially if you did more lifestyle stuff or going out on the field, but you were cooking. And I know for myself during this pandemic, I've been doing a lot more cooking. Have you been doing a lot more cooking?
Oh, like you can't believe. I think on a weekly basis, I develop about 50 recipes per week.
Oh, wow.
So I cook a lot. Yeah. And then, you know, obviously cook my dinner and stuff like that on top of it. So I'm usually probably cooking like 60 to 80 hours a week. The thing that is really cool and I am really excited about is how the pandemic has almost resituated people to look at their lives and be kind of like, you know what? I feel a little vulnerable. I need to take aspect of my life. And the first thing that comes to mind is cooking. That to me is really exciting because that's something I care about. I want people to cook. I love it when people cook. So it's great to see people kind of resorting to that and being like, all right, let's try this out.
That is wonderful. You know, I absolutely love cooking myself, and I've decided to write a cookbook too, you know, with Southern flair. Now, I know you live in Austin, Texas, correct?
So I'm temporarily in Houston, but we're moving back to Austin soon.
Okay, so you're in Houston, but you are from LA?
Yeah, so basically half my life in LA, half my life in Texas.
Okay.
In Houston and then Austin.
Okay, now listen, I've been to Houston and I think Texas has some of the best foods. Now, LA, I don't think LA has very good food. So how has the region influenced your cooking? Or like when you cook, where does that come from? Like I know for me, when I cook, it's usually Southern because my grandparents are from Oklahoma and Louisiana. Then I'm from Kansas City, where it's barbecue. So where does your influences stem from?
My accent is unconvincing that I have a Southern background because the majority of my family is Southern. Instead, I'm stuck with, you know, my Los Angeles accent, which is this, what you're having to listen to right now. But yeah, my mom, same as you, man. I mean, like my mom was a massive cook. My whole family cooks. They're all Southern influence, you know, like pecan pie, collard greens, the best mashed potatoes of all time, good gravy. And I'm not talking like light, you know, white as paper gravy. I'm talking like the stuff that's like, if you point a camera at it, you almost don't even see it because it's so nice and deep and caramelized, you know, the good stuff. Yeah. So that's kind of where I came up on. And then the funny thing is, you know how homestyle cooking is. It's relaxed. It's about making it taste good. It's not just about it being beautiful. It's about, you know, you feed the heart, you feed the soul. It's not just about filling someone up and making them feel full. But then when I worked in fine dining, it's like the mix of two, right? You have like the, family style cooking. It's about getting together. And then I have the fine dining aspect, which is like very meticulous, very precise. Everything's done exactly. You don't make mistakes and everything's done to the highest level of cuisine, kind of mixed together. I would say that's my background.
Great. I love that. I need to come over to your house once this pandemic is over, okay? Because I'm going to need to try a lot of this food. Listen, I'm just saying, man.
I'm just saying, I like to take old Southern classics and do something different with it, but like still maintain what makes it special, You don't want to go too far out.
So then what's your best dish?
That's like asking your favorite child, But I mean, it really is. It kind of is. I feel like I'm disrespecting all the other food that I make. I mean, off the top of my head, my favorite thing to make is a nice steak, because it's like when you do it right, you slice it thin, it's salty, the crust is nice and crispy, medium rare, juicy, got mashed potatoes, maybe you got some roasted veggies. I mean, that's a good way to go, man. You can't disappoint a lot of people like that.
Okay.
So that's my favorite.
Yep, I'm coming to your house. See, my best dishes are between peach cobbler and chicken and dumplings.
Oh my God. I haven't had a good chicken and dumplings in a long time. My mom makes one that's perfect.
Really? Okay, but then that's the plan. Next year, when we out of this pandemic, at the next Streamy Awards, I'm gonna bring you peach cobbler and chicken and dumplings, and you're gonna bring me a steak.
That's right.
Okay.
I think we should set up a table. We should make a big deal out of it. Right in the middle of the red carpet, we put a table, and I'm carving the steak, and you're topping the peach cobbler, and you're going at it, and we're eating it, and everyone's like, "Oh, can we have a piece?" And we're like, "I'm sorry, were you invited to this party?"
Okay, this is a reservation for two.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh. What does it mean for you to be nominated for a Streamy this year?
I think it's a reminder to me and a reminder to everybody else that input versus output, it means a lot just to work hard. If you work hard, a lot of the time there's something else to meet it at the other end. It's important to have faith and work hard and respect the dream. If you have a dream, you want to do something, you just keep doing it. And there's a lot of things that meet you along the way, and you always question yourself along the way. I think it's just a testament to that, of like commitment to whatever it is that you want to do that makes you happy.
Right. You got to bet on yourself. And honestly, you know what? I love how you went all out for this. I mean, you got the Streamys banner in the back. You are dressed to the tens with your apron on and your handkerchief in your apron. I love it. I think you look stellar. I wish you all the best luck tonight, and congratulations on being nominated for a Streamy.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I was happy to be here. I appreciate you guys having me on here.
Of course. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, man.